Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking live at Allen Tillery Field here in Fountain Lake, Arkansas, home of the Fountain Lake Cobras. And tonight, it's our inaugural broadcast of 8-Man football here statewide on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week channel here on YouTube. Thanks for following us and thanks for tuning in tonight. We've got a good one going down in Garland County tonight as the Fountain Lake Cobras host the Mountain Pine Red Devils, a battle of Garland County and a rematch of last year's game that ended up going pretty in Fountain Lake's favor, I'll put it that way. Fountain Lake and Mountain Pine game, of course, was canceled at halftime due to weather delay, but we are back this year, and the weather is absolutely perfect tonight. It is a cool 78 degrees here in Fountain Lake right now. I want to give a big shout-out to Richard Sharp coming up over here to Fountain Lake tonight, helping out, setting up the stream, and running the camera tonight. And it looks like we've already got the coin flip going on. We've had some technical difficulties go behind, but it is a first stream, so we're doing our due diligence to get out here and get the stream for you. And it looks like Mountain Pine will kick the ball off to start the football game. Fountain Lake will receive. Breaking news out of Fountain Lake today, though. Quarterback Dylan Detmering will not be playing. He is out for the season with a broken arm that he sustained earlier this week in practice, unfortunately. So that has really, Richard, that has really done dug a really big hole into the Fountain Lake offense. I know he was going to be a big part of anything that Fountain Lake did offensively. And right now we're watching Mountain Pine come out onto the field. The Red Devils finished 11-1 last year, made it all the way to the semifinals of our sanctioned state playoff game, falling to eventual state runner-up Rector at home last year. Unfortunately, these guys they have seen some success in the last couple of years. They were the 2020 eight-man champions, and then in 2021, they were the runner-ups, of course, in that great game against Strong. And on come to the field now, your Fountain Lake Cobras. The Cobras, head coached by Kenny Shelton. They were 7-3 overall last year. Got all the way to the state championship game, but ended up falling to Mountain View. The Yellow Jackets came away with that one. We will hopefully have that rematch live to you. Again, big game tonight. Mountain Pine taking on Fountain Lake here at Allen Tillery Field. Richard, again, good to have you, sir. Thank you so much for driving down here and helping out, my man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me. Checking another. Been here to town. Yeah. And I'm glad to be here tonight, glad to help out, and I'm looking forward to a great ball game here between these two quality teams.
Absolutely, and some of you might be noticing this is a brand new turf that Fountain Lake has got up right now, and it is a beautiful turf here at Fountain Lake for the Cobras. And Mountain Pine will be doing the kicking at the 40-yard line. If you might have noticed, this is a brand new field, and I don't think they have asked or have any out-of-bounds lines, but they do. They do have markers there just below the numbers.
Some cones down there.
See some cones there because, as some people know, Fountain Lake is going back to 11-man next year. We'll talk more about that here in a second. Mountain Pine doing the kicking to start off our 2023 8-man season here in Garland County. Back deep for the Cobras. Here we go. It's kickoff time in Fountain Lake, and they kick it off. That is, I can't see his number, running down the middle of the field. That's number 8, Balin Alford on the carry, and he's brought down right around the 36-yard line. And Fountain Lake on offense first to start the football game.
Looking forward to some high-octane action here tonight. You can expect that in 8-man football. These teams like to run the score up. By the final horn, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a basketball-esque final
Absolutely,
score.
You're exactly right. First play goes to Abram Davis. He runs through a man, but then he's brought down. That's number 2 of Mountain Pine, Zion Wyatt, the junior linebacker, coming in and making a play. Abrams going to be the focal point of this Fountain Lake offense this year after Det Maring's unfortunate injury. And at quarterback right now is number 1, Caleb Roberts, the senior. He is listed as a running back, but obviously due to the injury, he has been shifted to quarterback. So a lot last year we saw Fountain Lake run the ball and throw the ball a little bit, but there will be a lot of running the ball tonight. Here we go. 2nd down and 7. They hand it off to Abrams again, but he is brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's number 75 of Mountain Pine, Joe Thomas, with the tackle. And just like that, it's 3rd down for the Cobras. And looks like it's going to be about 3rd and 7 for Fountain Lake. Coach Shelton obviously would like to see some offensive production here, but with Det Maring going down earlier in the week, could be a little tough tonight. Here we go, 3rd and 7 for Fountain Lake. Mountain Pine looking for a big stop here in the first quarter, 10:52 to go. Here's the snap. Roberts looks to throw. He's going to throw it down deep, and it's going to be intercepted. That is number 3, Zach Middleton for Mountain Pine with the interception. And Coach Darryl Scott hyped up on the sideline over there, and the Red Devils moving it down the field. Now it's their turn to come on offense. How about it, Richard?
Oh, man, what a great play there. I expect big plays all throughout this, offensively, defensively. I mean, these guys are going to get after it. You will see that tonight here in 8-man. Much to the approval there of the Red Devil faithful.
Yeah, both. Handoff goes to the middle. We got a whistle blown, and that is number 3, Zach Middleton, on the carry. Mountain Pine obviously going to have to replace Keelan Dobbins and Isaiah Miles in that high offensive backfield last year. Jonah Wilburn at quarterback, though. Here's the snap. They're going quick. Number 24 on the carry. That's Adonis Delaney, and Delaney is hit again right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard, and he gets down to about the 29-yard line of Mountain Pine. Big 3rd down here. And last year, one of the big things for Fountain Lake was the defense. Defensive coordinator Drew Smiley does a great job with that defense. Here we go, 3rd and 11 for Mountain Pine. The snap goes to Middleton. Middleton runs up the middle. Middleton breaks the tackle. There goes Middleton. Breaks another tackle, and he's finally brought down right at the 45-yard line. I believe that was number 18 of Fountain Lake, Charlie Higgins, on the tackle, and it's going to be a 1st down, Red Devils.
Yeah, great gain on the ground right there for that young man.
Here we go, 1st and 10. Wilburn sends a man in motion. Wilburn drops back, throws it quick to the outside. It's incomplete. Intended receiver was number 13, Jacob Walpole. And it'll bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Red Devils. Once again, game tonight brought to you by Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. We're greatly appreciative of them being the main sponsor of this statewide 8-man football broadcast. We're greatly appreciative of them. Here we go, 2nd and 10 now for the Red Devils. Wilburn gets the snap by himself, looks to throw. Wilburn going to chunk it deep. We got a flag on the play. This is deep to number 3, and it's incomplete. We're going to see what the flag was on that play. It's thrown right at the line of scrimmage. Again, folks, if you're watching, please share out there with everybody. And we got a chop block call on Mountain Pine. That'll bring up 3rd down for the Red Devils. So that's one of those early season penalties you don't want happening.
Right. And that's something that'll get worked out. You know, these first couple, 2 or 3 games, you get together, you regroup after they're over. Like the drop pass moments ago, that'll be corrected as the season goes on. It's just, maybe a case of first game jitters. So
exactly right.
They'll get worked out, though. These are 2 good teams that will work that out.
Broadcast. I'm trying to get the broadcast out everywhere we can. So, anyway, 3rd and 10 back on the field. It is 3rd and 10 for Mountain Pine. have a pistol to the left slot set. Here's the snap. Wilburn going to keep it himself, but he's got nowhere to go. That is number 81, Sammy Tillery, there on the tackle for a loss. And it'll be 4th down for Mountain Pine. Let's see what they draw up here. I would imagine they would try to punt, but you never know, especially in 8-man football.
Right. What you would think would be a PAT after a touchdown, usually they're going to go for 2. I mean, it's usually automatic, almost always seems like.
They're getting the call from the sideline. Coach Scott looks like he's kind of trying to run down some clock. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter.
6 seconds left on the play clock and a timeout.
Coach Scott is going to call a timeout. So with that, we're going to go to a break real fast. Head down and check out Cutting Edge Welding. This is the 8-man Game of the Week brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Truss will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Truss prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today.
Back on the field, it is 4th down and 15, and look at here. Mountain Pine going to go for it. Nope,
Yep.
They are not.
Oh, no, they're not.
They back up. Looks like we've got a kicker and going to punt it quick. That's number 5. Cale Slayton kicks it deep. Nice little punt there. Going to get down to about the 15. No, the 14-yard line. Great punt for Mountain Pine. And Fountain Lake will try to get things going. Don't forget, people, hey, get this thing out here, share it. This is the only statewide broadcast of 8-man football that you're going to see here in Arkansas. And again, I'd like to thank our big game sponsor, Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. They are providing this and sponsoring us all year long here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week YouTube channel.
Cobras will set up close to the 20-yard, at the 19 it looks like, and here they go.
Davis in the backfield behind Roberts. They're going to hand it right off to Abrams. Abrams to the right, and he's going to be taken down. That is number 2 for Mountain Pine, Zion Wyatt. He's been all over the place already for Mountain Pine, becoming a big-time defender to start the season. And Richard, this was a great game last year. It's already starting to look like it's going to be a good one again this year.
Well, for both teams, this was, when they played each other, one of the closer games for each squad. I mean, both teams just run the score up just based on their 2022 results.
You're exactly right. Here we go. 2nd down and 6 for Fountain Lake. Here's the snap. Roberts by himself. Throwing it quick to the outside, and it's incomplete. We got a flag, though. It's intended receiver was number 33, Abram Davis. We got a flag, though. I think we might have an offensive pick here. Still waiting on the call from the White Hat on the field. I'd like to give a big shout out to Fountain Lake School District and Mr. Carter, the AD. He gave us a great spot up here on the side of Cobra Mountain, as I will call it.
That is a great name for it. The parking lot is on down the hill.
Yeah.
A lot of stairs. Got a lot of good exercise in before this one in.
So it looks like we got a block in the back on Fountain Lake there. And Mountain Pine declined it, so it'll be 3rd down now for the Cobras. Cobras are obviously trying to feel out how the season's going to go now without their starting quarterback. Robertson, Abrams in the backfield. There's a snap. He's going to throw it deep down the sideline, and it is incomplete again. Intended receiver was number 2, Braden Buss. And number 15 of Mountain Pine, Aiden Putman on the the breakup there for Mountain Pine, and that will be 4th down. So we've had a big-time defensive affair tonight so far.
Yeah, Mountain Pine with 1 interception to their credit already.
And we appreciate everybody watching right now. If you're a member of the Arkansas 8-man football group, I just shared a link to where you can go watch this. I know we have our comment section turned off on YouTube for specific reasons, but if you got a comment, be sure to go find that link underneath it and comment there. Punts by Roberts. He shanked this one off to the right. Looks like they're going to mark it down out of bounds. That's a good punt.
Yeah, it's close to the 40 there before it went out.
Right on the 40,
right.
So that's where they're going to mark it down at.
Good field position here for. They'll look to break this scoreless tie.
The first quarter. We're going to try and keep up with scores in 8-man football as we keep going.
Here we go. First
First
on the
10.
drive.
They line up in a wing T set in 8-man football, and that's number 2, Wyatt, on the carry, and he gets all the way down to looks like the 27-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play. This could be coming back, maybe a face mask. Man, that's a big guy running the ball right there. Number 2, Zach Wyatt.
You are not kidding there. My goodness.
Here's the call. Personal foul, a face mask is called against the Cobras.
Now push it a little bit further towards the end zone for the visitors on the scoreboard.
So that's a big time deal for Mountain Pine, as now they will be inside the red zone for the first time today. Marked down, looks like right at the 14-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Mountain Pine. They line up in a wing T set, or a T set, I should say, since it's 8-man football. Wilburn under center. They're going to hand it off to Delaney. Delaney keeps it off the right edge. There goes Delaney. Give him 6, Red Devil fans. Touchdown, Mountain Pine, as he scores the first touchdown of the season for the Mountain Pine Red Devils. How about the run, Richard?
Oh, great run. No hesitation. Went straight in for 6. That's what you got to do in this game, as fast-paced as it is.
So obviously this is 8-man football, and we don't see a lot of field goals, if even at all.
Right.
So Mountain Pine will obviously go for it here. He's a big guy running forward. Are they going to give it to him? Awaiting the call. Oh, if Cobra comes out with the ball. Wow, they're going to give it to him. Wow, they get the 2-point conversion. And your score now, Mountain Pine with 6:27 to go takes the lead on top of number 2 club division, Fountain Lake, 8-0 with 6:27 to go. This is the Arkansas 8-man football YouTube channel brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs. We'll be back in just a moment.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Truss will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Truss prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project.
And we're back here on the field. Mountain Pine will kick things off. Davis will take it from the 27. Here's Davis. He's a big guy running down the middle of the field, breaks the tackle, but he's finally wrapped up there around the 42-yard line. Fountain Lake going to have to find some offense here with 6:17 to go in the first quarter. Mountain Pine leads it 8-0. Got to put it up on the scoreboard, as some of you might not have noticed. Again, bear with us, guys. First broadcast. Going to have little hiccups here and there, but we're going to get it. Bring you the best broadcast in the state of Arkansas.
All right, we'll see how the home team here, the hosts, respond after allowing that rushing touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Here we go. This line up in a jumbo set, and Davis is going to take it straight forward. He is met in the backfield. Oh, my goodness. Number 75, Joe Thomas, in the backfield to meet Davis head on. And Mountain Pine, a lot of people had Fountain Lake winning this game, but, man, they are showing it out right now.
Yeah, Mountain Pine, some defensive players to watch. Junior Aiden Davis, senior Jamason Stevenson. They're holding it down for the middle of the defensive line. Zon Wyatt had 8 sacks last season. Great campaign for him. Right.
Brought down by number 5, Cale Slayton. It's going to be about a gain of 6, actually. It's going to bring up now 3rd and 4 for Fountain Lake. And if you are keeping up with other scores from around the state in 8-man football, I just created a score thread on our 8-man football group. So if you are watching, then you are most likely a part of that. So go check that out if you are watching and keeping up with other games. Here we go, 3rd and 4 for Fountain Lake. They line up in a jumbo set, 2-man to the left. Davis in the backfield, the snap. Davis heads to the left side, cuts back to the right. Davis runs through a man, and he's brought down at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be the guy for him this year. Played most of the season last year, actually. Hurt most of this year, but he still played through it. And he's back here this year, and he's going to be a bruiser, a big-time player for him. And now it's first down for Fountain Lake at the Mountain Pine 44-yard line. Again, also want to give a big shout out to Lake Area Sports. They are our providing live streaming company. Without them, you would not be seeing us on the web right now. 4:18 to go in the first quarter. First down for Fountain Lake. Here's the snap. Abrams to the left, runs to the left, but he takes up the center, finds a hole. And he's brought down right here in front of us at the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 for Fountain Lake, and looks like the Cobras are just trying to find the ball on the ground and find the ground game, and it's working right now for them.
Right, and still early in the ball game, 3:46 left in this first quarter, and looking for their first score here.
Here we go. 2nd and 4 for Fountain Lake. Davis in the backfield again. Snap. He heads to the right side. He is taken. Gets through it, but he's brought down. A fumble. Are they going to call it a fumble? Davis did lose the ball, but was he on the ground first? They're trying to discuss it here right at the 36-yard line. Still don't have a call yet. And it is Mountain Pine football.
Wow, how about?
Oh my goodness, another turnover for the Red Devils.
Much to the displeasure here of the Cobra faithful. They're not
happy with it.
Right.
And for your convenience, for the people watching at home, you can actually go back on the YouTube stream to see for yourself if that was a fumble.
That's something we've added with Lake Area Sports this season is instant replay. And we were able to use it last week at Conway Christian as they hosted Quitman.
That's big time. Here we go. 1st and 10, Mountain Pine at their own 36-yard line. They line up in a T-set once again. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Delaney. Delaney to the right side. Makes the man miss, and he's going to be brought down at the 43-yard line. That was Abram Davis there on the tackle for Fountain Lake. He looks like he's going to be I do not think that was Abram Davis. He's not on the field. So it was somebody else. I didn't see his number. Unfortunately, Fountain Lake's numbers are a little bit hard to read.
Yes, they are. The purple for those watching online or for us in person.
Wyatt gets the handoff. This to the left side. Wyatt, man, he's a big guy running down the field. And he's brought down at the 49-yard line of Fountain Lake. And
as you were saying, the uniforms are hard. It's all gray, and then the numbers are purple with yellow trim.
Yeah,
they're cool. They're
cool.
Pretty neat looking.
They're awesome.
They are neat looking.
For media people out there watching, you probably understand what we're talking about. It's a nightmare up here in the press box just about. So, first down for Mountain Pine. As Fountain Lake, they got to stop on the Red Devils on their first drive, but haven't seemed to stop them yet. 1:44 to go, 1st and 10 for the Red Devils. There's a snap. Wilburn, gives it to Delaney. Delaney finds it there. No, that's Wyatt. I'm sorry. Cuts back to the right. There goes Wyatt, and he's finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Whole lot of things going on right there. Again, that was number 2, Zion Wyatt on the carry.
He is setting the tone early and often here.
And we might be seeing a new duo in our sanctioned division. Last year in Mountain Pine, we had Keelan Dobbins and Isaiah Miles. Now it looks like it could be Zion Wyatt and number 24, Adonis Delaney.
Right.
Both teams looking really good. We do have a timeout on the field. We're going to step away real fast, run some ads, and get back to you. This is the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge here in Heber Springs.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
And we're back here at Cobra Stadium. Mountain Pine leads at 8-0 with 1:30 to go, and it's 1st and 10 Red Devils. Here's the snap. Handoff to Delaney to the right side. There goes Delaney, but he's tripped up. Great tackle there on the edge. I think that's number 81, Sammy Tillery again on the play for Fountain Lake. He's not turning sideways. I can't see him. Yeah, that was Tillery. Tillery on the play for Fountain Lake. But it's still a decent gain there for Delaney. 2nd and 6 now for Mountain Pine. Mountain Pine lines up in the T again. Here's the snap. They hand it off up the middle. This is a different player, number 34 for Mountain Pine. That's Antonio Rookert, a sophomore. He gets about 2 or 3 yards on that carry. Brings up 3rd down and 3 now for Mountain County.
Yes, they would.
Little score. Academy tied with Mark. Wilburn sends Delaney in motion. Here's the snap. Wilburn, takes a quarterback play. And let's see. They did mark him short of the 20, and, yeah, they're going to give him the first down, I believe. Yes, first down Mountain Pine. I couldn't decide. Chain game was still trying to figure out.
Right. On the natural state tonight, this game, Mountain View versus Brinkley. That's
huge
a
game.
Marquee matchup.
Big time game going on up there.
Right.
For that game. We will be live streaming Mountain View and Izard County coming up in 2 weeks. So be sure to tune in for that one. That is the end of the first quarter. Mountain Pine leads it over here at Fountain Lake 8-0. And this is the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs. We're going to take a break. Be back with you here in just a moment.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month is...
And we're back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. And it's 1st and 10, Mountain Pine at the Fountain Lake 20-yard line. And looks like we're having a little clock management going on. Trying to figure out what's going on there. And that Lake fans letting them know about it.
Right.
Student section is live and well right down here to the bottom right of the camera. Here's the snap. Wilburn hands it off up the middle. That's Rookert on the carry. Big guy, but he's hit first right at the 20. And that's a big stop by Fountain Lake's defense. That was number 4 for Fountain Lake. Caden George coming up and making the play for the Cobras, setting the tone here in the second quarter.
Some other games going on around the state, like you mentioned already. Izard County will have them here on the stream in a couple weeks. They're taking on Corning. Marshall, as you mentioned, South versus Southwest Christian Academy. Cedar Ridge taking on Midland. That's a White River battle right there.
Here we go. 2nd down and 9. The center. He gets it down to about the 15-yard line. As it looks like his helmet over there on the sideline I'm looking at. That's the good thing about 8-man football. But, you know,
right.
It's good to be able to tell that they're okay.
Got Hermitage versus Cutter Morning Star, Spring Hill versus Genoa Central.
That's a big Genoa Central Spring Hill. That's probably the biggest game going on down south tonight. So.
Right.
Here we go, 3rd and 4. Fountain Lake would love nothing more than a stop here. Snap, Wilburn going to roll out to his left, running it himself. He's got the wheels. Can he stay in bounds? I don't think he can. But did he get it? Are they going to give it to him? They're marking him out at the 11-yard line. To him.
Closing out the schedule, we have Woodlawn at Prairie View Academy. That's in Louisiana.
Big-time 8-man program there in northern Louisiana.
And Parker's Chapel versus Dermott.
Dermott, their 2nd year back in football for the first time in 10 years, I believe.
Wow.
So they're looking to take the next step. Once again, your score here at Cobra Stadium, Mountain Pine 8, Fountain Lake 0 with 10:30 to go in the second quarter. Wilburn under center. Here's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Delaney. Delaney to the right side, breaks the tackle. Another one. He dives into the end zone. Oh, my goodness. Give him 6. Touchdown, Mountain Pine. What a run. That's number 24 again, Adonis Delaney again on the touchdown run. Man, Mountain Pine might have found a guy in the backfield to replace those dynamic players from a year ago in Zach Delaney.
Right. They sure got it cooking early on here in this first half on the road.
And I'm looking right now, and it just looks like Mountain Pine's just a tad bit bigger up front than Fountain Lake, too. So that's obviously going to have a big point in the game. So 2-point conversion here for Mountain Pine. Here's the snap. Wilbur going to keep it himself to the left. He's got an opening, and a 2-point conversion is good. And with that, Mountain Pine takes a big lead here in the second quarter, 16-0 on top of Fountain Lake with 10:24 to go here in the second quarter. We're going to take a break once again, let you guys hear what Red River Dodge has to say up in Heber Springs. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1500s up to $13,000 off on select units.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep,
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
during the Make This the Summer event,
And don't forget, at Red River, we deliver. God bless.
Welcome back to the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. And Mountain Pine kicking it off after their touchdown drive. Kickoff is right here at the 25, running up the middle, breaks the tackle. Oh, he fell down. Had opening in the front of him, but he fell down and couldn't keep his feet. But that was number 8, Balin Alford on the carry. If I'm saying that wrong, please let me know. I'm not afraid for people to call me out when I say a player's name wrong. So feel free to call me out in the 8-man group if you feel free to. So anyway, 1st and 10 Fountain Lake, Richard, and they're down early here, and they got to figure out how to do something. And obviously,
right,
Detmarine going down earlier this week due to that broken arm injury has to have a lot to do with what's going on here right now.
Indeed.
First down for Fountain Lake. They're going to line up in a jumbo set. We got a whole lot of players going when the ball wasn't snapped. I'm assuming this is going to be a false start penalty called, or not, no. Encroachment is called against Mountain Pine, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Red Devils. It'll remain 1st and 5. Here we go. Here's the snap. Abrams keeps it off the right edge, running up the middle, and he gets a good chunk of yards, about 4 yards right up the middle. He's going to be marked down right about the the 49-yard line.
Pretty close to midfield for sure.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Right on it. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for Fountain Lake. Once again, our big game sponsor, Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. If you're ever up in the Heber Springs area, go check them out.
Yes.
They got the best automobile deals around in the northern half of Arkansas. Maybe even the state. I would put money on it. Here we go. 2nd down and 2. Different running back in the backfield. Can't tell what his number is. He's taking it to the left, though. Oh, he's taken down hard. That's number 75 again. Joe Thomas in the backfield for Mountain Pine. And on the carry was number 8, Balin Alford for Fountain Lake. So they lose a yard, and it's going to be 3rd and 3 now for the Cobras, Richard.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down right here for the home team, needing a score. Already down 2 possessions. They need a score on this drive.
They do. 9:05 to go, just over 9 minutes to go in the first half. 16-0 lead for Mountain Pine. Davis back in the backfield, jumbo set to the left. Looks like they tried to hard count it. And Fountain Lake will call a timeout. And with that, we'll take a break here once again. Check out what Blues and Barbecue has going on here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week.
Roof Tech of Heber Springs is a premier roof replacement company servicing commercial and residential customers in central Arkansas. They specialize in insurance replacements for all roof types. Licensed, bonded, insured, and A+ rated with Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated customer service. Free inspection and estimates. Check us out on Facebook at Roof Tech of Heber Springs, LLC.
When it comes
back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. Sorry about that. Still trying to work out the kinks here. Abram Davis, 3rd down and 3 in the backfield. Here's the snap. He runs it right up the middle. Runs into a load of Mountain Pine Red Devils.
He'll be
it's
short.
It's going to be a 4th down for Fountain Lake.
Right.
Looks like leading the charge there for the Red Devils was Wyatt. And we do have a Cobra down on the field. So with that, we're going to take another quick media break here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Oh my goodness, Red River Dodge in Heber Springs.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience. Trust installation services at a fair price. Knapp Trust prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today. Since 1954, F.L. Davis Ace has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers. Stop by one of our 6 Arkansas locations in Greers Ferry, Heber Springs, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, or Centerton, and let us show you why we're more than just a hardware store. We have something for everyone, and you won't believe what we have to offer. Need a new mower? We've got you covered. Need it repaired? No problem. From custom paint matching to the best brands in grilling, F.L. Davis Ace has got it all. We're also home to the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, furniture, home decor, gift items, and so much more. Come by and see us today, and let us show you why F.L. Davis Ace is not your typical hardware store.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options,
And we're back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. 8:37 to go in the first half, and Fountain Lake is going for it on 4th and 2. Over the top, it's caught! Oh, he dropped it! Oh, he dropped it, but we do have a flag. That was number 18 of Fountain Lake, Charlie Higgins, on the intended reception, but we've got a flag coming in. And Richard, I'm not sure if this was on the offense or defense because I saw a lot of hand movement there against each other.
We will see. We're about to find out here from Mr. Whitehat.
It is a pass interference on Mountain Pine. So lucky break there for Fountain Lake as they get the first down with 8:32 to go here in the first half.
And this is a chance to fresh set of downs, to regroup and get something going here and just try to get that ball in the end zone. A score, again, would be very ideal on this drive, already down 2 possessions.
Yeah, Fountain Lake, they've got to have a score here to start the game because they did get the ball coming out in the first half, and Mountain Pine will get it coming out of the second half. 1st and 10, Fountain Lake. Abram Davis in the backfield, two fullbacks to the left. Snap. Oh, it gets through Davis's hands. Davis jumps back and he falls on top of it. Got through the hands of Abram Davis. And man, that's going to be a big loss for Fountain Lake. Right back where they just got the first down a second ago. Right at midfield where that new Fountain Lake Cobra sits.
Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful field here.
Beautiful night too, man.
I
believe it's, if I check my radar right now, it's 73 degrees there at Fountain Lake.
Morning's cooler compared to that digit heat we had last week.
Thank you, goodness. 2nd and long for Fountain Lake. Davis going to keep it up the middle. Here goes Davis trying to find a hole, and he gets a good gain of yards all the way back to the 40-yard line. So all those yards they just lost, Davis gains it right back. 16-0, once again, Mountain Pine leading it. Big game sponsor, once again, Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. If you're looking for a vehicle, go check out our friends in Heber Springs at Red River Dodge.
Just like they say in the commercial, make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs there in Cleburne County.
That's exactly right. So here we go, 3rd down and 10 for Fountain Lake. Once, like we said a second ago, a touchdown is needed here for the Cobras. Davis in the backfield himself. Here's the snap. Runs it to the right side. He's got the edge. Davis down the sideline. He's brought down at the 32-yard line, but we've got a
there
yeah.
Or a good bit of luck. Right. And just tough go at it so far.
And a hold is called against the Cobras, so that'll be a 10-yard penalty for Fountain Lake. And once again, if you're just joining us, the breaking news before the game, Dylan Detmering, the starting quarterback that was projected to be the starter this year. So big loss for Fountain Lake. Detmering was going to be a vital part of this offense, and now Fountain Lake going to have to completely regroup offensively, and I think we're kind of seeing that right now before our eyes.
Right.
Richard.
Yes, we are having to make adjustments.
Davis in the backfield again, third and 20. Snap to Davis up the middle, and he gets it down to about the 42-yard line, but it's not going to be anywhere near the first down marker.
Yeah, it's tough when you lose a four-sport athlete like Detmering is. I mean, a guy that stays active young. You can only think that it's going to be a big bounce back for him next season, knowing he's still got 2 more years to play.
Yeah, and I unfortunately didn't get a chance to see him play, but from what I heard, Fountain Lake locals, they were really excited to see him. But, of course, next year when he comes back, they'll be an 11-man, so it'll be a completely different game.
That is true.
So back on the field, Fountain Lake going to go for it. Abram Davis in the backfield, single wing to the right. Looks like they might punt it away now. And we've got a flag on the play. I believe it's going to be a delay of game. And it is. They ran out of time, couldn't get the punt off. It's going to be 4th down and long for Fountain Lake once again. 6:02 remaining in the first half. Thank you all for tuning in with us. It's the Arkansas 8-man game of the week. Davis gets the snap, wobbly snap. He punts it high. Nice kick down the field. It's going to bounce out of bounds. That's a great kick there by Davis. It's going to bark out right at the 12-yard line, it looks like, from Mountain Pine. And that's where the Red Devils will set up shop. We'll take a quick break real fast, come back to you right here on the Arkansas 8-man game of the week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more.
Back here on the Arkansas 8-man game of the week. 1st and 10 Mountain Pine with 5:46 to go. Here's the snap. That's Wyatt up the middle. Wyatt breaks a tackle. Zach Wyatt down the field. He's got the speed. Does he have the speed, though? He's to the 35, the 30, the 25, 20, 10. Give him 6, Red Devil fans, because it's a touchdown. Mountain Pine, and we've got some extracurricular going on. Holy cow. Got some major stuff going on back here on the 25. Fountain Lake's player came off.
Well, how about this Mountain Pine offense through the ground? They have 3 touchdowns already. And looking to add some more on here. Looking to go for 2 with 5:29 left in the first half. My goodness.
That's a huge run by Wyatt, but we got to see what the call here was, because I think that flag was thrown before he might have gotten in the end zone.
Right.
So if that's the case, that will not be a touchdown, and they will restart it. I'm not sure what happened. We were looking at the touchdown scored by Zach Wyatt. What a run. I mean,
man, I'm telling you, he's got some wheels. His head was just dead set on that end zone.
He took off. He really did.
Right.
So the Zebras are huddled up at the 25. They're talking about what's going on here. I'm going back to the replay on our stream here for a second on my trusty iPhone that I've got here in front of me.
Just
outran him.
Head of steam. He kept his head level and straight, just like you would expect out of a great runner. And he made it in, but we await the
Again,
the
I'm not sure
here.
what happened. There was a lot of stuff going on. Here's the call from the White Hat. Unfortunately, he's not mic'd up, so we're not really going to get a great explanation. Here we go. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Fountain Lake. On Fountain Lake, 2 players on Fountain Lake, 3 players on Fountain Lake, and 1 player on Mountain Pine. So it does not look like the touchdown will count, as it is going to be offsetting.
Wow.
So a huge break for Fountain Lake.
Absolutely. They've got some big breaks. They've just not been able to capitalize quite yet offensively. But, yes, that is indeed a big break.
Huge break for Fountain Lake, even though the penalty was on them, I believe. And like I said, offsetting penalty, so we're going to have to redo the down.
Yeah, bringing
Holy
it back.
cow. How about it? Mountain Pine fans not happy about it, but
run it back, as they say.
The coaches from both Mountain Pine and Fountain Lake will figure out what happened Sunday or Monday whenever they get together and review film. Oh, look, it's a scoreboard. My bad, folks. Still working out the kinks here. First broadcast. We'll hopefully have this all settled by the time we get to the middle part of the season.
Hey, it's some teams just had that luxury of week 0, and some teams don't. These 2 teams, this is their season opener.
And what an opener it is.
Oh, man.
2 battles between 2 Garland County teams that love football at both these schools.
Both sides of the bleachers are just packed.
Absolutely.
Packed to the brim.
Mountain Pine Red Devil fans are here. Fountain looks like home side for Fountain Lake is full. It literally looks, if you're sitting on the away side, and I've sat on the away side many times at this stadium, looks like Fountain Lake fans are just sitting on the side of the mountain.
Yes.
So here we go, first and 10 for Mountain Pine. They're going to hand it off at the middle to Delaney, and he gets a pretty good gain of yards, about a 3-yard carry. Yeah, we got a Fountain Lake player holding his hands up, making sure nothing's happening. And it'll be 2nd and 8 here for the Red Devils with 5:05 and counting to go.
Quick first half. Clock has continued to run. And, of course, as you expect in 8-man football, a lot of it is dominated by that run game.
Yep.
And it keeps that clock rolling.
And if you don't have a really good defense that can tackle, it's going to be a long night. We've seen it in a lot of games. 2nd and 8 here for Mountain Pine. They line up in the T formation. Here's the snap. Goes to Delaney again, but he's hitting the backfield. That's big number 54 of Fountain Lake, Kyle Pinkston. And that's a big defensive play for the Cobras. There hadn't been a lot go right for him outside of these big penalties. But Kyle Pinkston making a big-time play for the Cobras, Richard.
A loss of about 4 yards there. Back behind the original line of scrimmage there. Huge stop there by the Cobra defense. We'll see if they're able to add on to that right here.
Yep, and it's good. Wow. 3rd and 11 here for Mountain Pine. And they get out of the T formation. Wilburn lines up in the backfield by himself. Quad receivers to both sides, or 2 receivers to both sides. He brings the man in motion. Snap to Wilburn. We do have a flag on the play. I think this could be a false start, and that's what it's going to be. False start on the offense. That's Mountain Pine. And we're back on 15. Danger zone.
Yes, they are.
Anymore if they even wanted to.
Well, the Cobras are trying to get on the scoreboard any way they can. They'll take a safety, just anything to break the ice.
Absolutely. Wilburn drops back, got to throw it quick, gets it outside to number 13. He breaks it up. Richard, and they did. The Cobras, you called it. They got to find a way to score, and they just pole. And the Cobras with 3:33 are in great scoring position, Richard.
Indeed, they are just short of the red zone. Man, what a play there.
That's a great job.
That will pump up this home crowd here. As we mentioned, it is packed.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this Fountain Lakeside looks like it's just a bunch of sardines packed in one. That's what it
Yes.
looks like. It's a great crowd here. Beautiful night
Indeed.
for football, too.
Absolutely. Love it. The mornings, as I mentioned earlier, the mornings have been a little cool. You almost need a little jacket.
Hey.
And some of these more. I've seen my breath this morning, so
Oh, my.
welcome to Arkansas.
Davis to the left side. He's going to get it down to the 20-yard line of Mountain Pine with just under 3.5 to go. I'm going to go check out some scores real fast over on the Arkansas 8-man football group. See if we've got any updates. Do not have any updates. Just kidding. We have an update out of Marshall. Marshall leads Southwest Christian Academy 14-7. 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Davis going to take it again. Up the middle is Davis. He's brought down. Big carry for Abram Davis. I think that's going to be good enough for a first down. No, it's not. He's going to be a yard short. So it's going to be 3rd and 1 for Fountain Lake. And I tell you what, Davis has been the workhorse today for Fountain Lake. He should at least have almost 200 yards carrying, Richard.
Right.
By the end of this thing, I should say.
He is on pace for that.
Yeah. 3rd and 1 here in the backfield. That's number 2, Braden Buss. He's going to keep, 8, I'm sorry. Up the middle, he's got the first down as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. That's Alford. And Mountain Pine gets the first down. Fountain Lake gets the first down. Inching closer to the end zone.
Clock rolling once again, 2:16 and counting. Cobra's in good position here for their first score of the contest.
So here we go. 1st and goal for Fountain Lake at the 10-yard line. Abrams runs it right side. He gets a hole. Ooh, runs through a man. Still going. Davis tries to get to the end zone, but he's brought down at the 1. A strong run by the senior tailback, Abram Davis, all the way down to the 1-yard line, just shy of that goal line. We have a score update from Louisiana. Woodlawn up on Prairie View, 20-6. So that's good to see Woodlawn. They lost a lot of seniors off that team last year.
Right.
Eager to see what they'll look like next week. We'll be there next week broadcasting the game of the week between them and Midland.
The Mustangs in battle tonight against Cedar Ridge. The T-Wolves.
Here we go. They're tight set under center. No, Davis takes it up the middle. Davis up the middle. Give him 6, Cobra fan. Touchdown, Fountain Lake, and they finally get on the board with 1:04 to go in the first half. And the Cobras, oh no, we got a flag? I hear some booing. Okay, nope, touchdown. Touchdown, they are giving it to him. So 2-point conversion. Heard some booing all of a sudden. I'm not sure what that was, but nonetheless, 16-6 now.
Man, that was much needed right there.
Big time. Up this left side, that is 8. Offered, but he is not going to get it. 2-point conversion is no good. And your score with 1:04 to go in the first half here at Cobra Stadium. Mountain Pine leading the rain-out rematch here at Fountain Lake, 16-6 on top of the Cobras. This is the Arkansas 8-man game of the week, brought to you by Red River Dodge out of Heber Springs. We'll be back in just a moment.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-man football podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week.
Back here on the Arkansas 8-man game of the week, Fountain Lake answers. Big touchdown, 16-6. 1:04 to go. They kick it off to Wyatt. Wyatt's got the speed. He's a big guy. Gets to the left side. Wyatt is going to take off down the sideline to the 15-5. Give him 6 because it's a touchdown, Mountain Pine. Woo! But wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
We've got some laundry on the field, and then we have another late flag come in right here at the 45-yard line. We've got another one at the 40 of Mountain Pine.
Oh, my goodness.
This could be coming back again.
Wow.
So here we go. We're going to get the call. You got 2 flags to 2 different penalties. I think we could have a hold here. The first penalty, I believe, was a hold. We're gonna see though. Well, he's got his hands up. Still awaiting the call. We're gonna get a call.
Here we go.
Holding call first on Mountain Pine. And that's simply it. That's the only flag we're going to get. Oh, no, there is 2 flags. Sideline warning against Fountain Lake. Man, there's not a sideline down there, Richard.
Right.
So, I mean, how can you call that? But nonetheless, got to watch where you're stepping. I know, Fountain, this is a brand new turf. And last year, I came over here before they got the turf. They actually did have chalk on the bottom of the numbers last year, but again, since this is a brand new turf and they are going to 11-man next year, obviously don't want to put the turf on the field. I understand that completely. So back here at the 31-yard line of Mountain Pine, 43 seconds to go in the first half. 16-6 lead for the Red Devils. Got a simple shotgun set. Wyatt lines up at a wing. Snap goes to Delaney. He's hit in the backfield. Driven back. That's number 17, Landon Gambler for Fountain Lake. Unblocked blitz.
Man.
Clock is continuing to run. Does Mountain Pine try to run it here, or do they just try to run it out?
Well, you can't help but think that the Devils are, after having 2 touchdowns called back, they're a little bit rattled.
Yeah.
And for that to be the first play after that second touchdown's called back, you got to think it's kind of took a toll on them a little bit.
Big time.
Mentally.
Well, folks, it looks like Mountain Pine is going to be running down the clock, and that will be the end of the first half. And it has been an awesome ball game tonight to start 8-man football in week 1. Both these teams, of course, their season openers. And it is currently a 16-6 lead. Mountain Pine with it in the rematch rainout, named famously by our friend Mark Oliver over at the Cobra Sports Network over here next to us. So thank him. We want to again thank Fountain Lake School District, Mr. Carter, the athletic director here at Fountain Lake, for setting everything up here today, and everybody else that helped do this thing at Fountain Lake. We are so happy to bring this game live to you tonight. This is a huge game, huge Garland County game. There's going to be another game here at the end of the season with Cutter Morning Star coming to town. Might be back for that one. Haven't decided yet. There is some other big games that night. It'll kind of depend on how the season goes for these teams. But nonetheless, we're extremely excited to be bringing you live action 8-man football here on YouTube. Well, folks, we're going to take a break for a little bit, give about a 10-minute break, and then come back here in just a little bit. We're going to let our ads and our sponsors run through, because they are awesome people for sponsoring the 8-man game of the week here on YouTube, especially our big game sponsor, Red River Dodge at Heber Springs. Go check them out. What's they're saying, Richard? I forget it.
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
Exactly. Make the beautiful drive to Heber Springs. If you need a new vehicle, they'll help you out. So anyway, guys, we're going to let our ads run through. Check out all the different sponsors we've got for you here on the Arkansas 8-man game of the week. We'll be back here in about 10 to 15 minutes. Be watching us. We'll be right back with more here from Fountain Lake.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1500 up to $13,000 off on select units.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep,
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
during the Make This the Summer event.
And don't forget, at Red River, we deliver. God bless.
Roof Tech of Heber Springs is a premier roof replacement company servicing commercial and residential customers in central Arkansas. They specialize in insurance replacements for all roof types. Licensed, bonded, insured, and A+ rated with Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated customer service. Free inspection and estimates. Check us out on Facebook at Roof Tech of Heber Springs, LLC.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Truss will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Truss prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today. Since 1954, F.L. Davis Ace has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers. Stop by one of our 6 Arkansas locations in Greers Ferry, Heber Springs, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, or Centerton, and let us show you why we're more than just a hardware store. We have something for everyone, and you won't believe what we have to offer. Need a new mower? We've got you covered. Need it repaired? No problem. From custom paint matching to the best brands in grilling, F.L. Davis Ace has got it all. We're also home to the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, furniture, home decor, gift items, and so much more. Come by and see us today and let us show you why F.L. Davis Ace is not your typical hardware store.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing, rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1,500 up to $13,000 off on select units.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep,
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
during the Make This the Summer event.
And don't forget, at Red River, we deliver. God bless.
Roof Tech of Heber Springs is a premier roof replacement company servicing commercial and residential customers in central Arkansas. They specialize in insurance replacements for all roof types. Licensed, bonded, insured, and A+ rated with Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated customer service. Free inspection and estimates. Check us out on Facebook at Roof Tech of Heber Springs, LLC.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Truss will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Truss prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today. Since 1954, F.L. Davis Ace has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers. Stop by one of our 6 Arkansas locations in Greers Ferry, Heber Springs, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, or Centerton, and let us show you why we're more than just a hardware store. We have something for everyone, and you won't believe what we have to offer. Need a new mower? We've got you covered. Need it repaired? No problem. From custom paint matching to the best brands in grilling, F.L. Davis Ace has got it all. We're also home to the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, furniture, home decor, gift items, and so much more. Come by and see us today, and let us show you why F.L. Davis Ace is not your typical hardware store.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1500 up to 13,000.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep,
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
during the Make This the Summer event.
And don't forget, at Red River, we deliver. God bless.
Roof Tech of Heber Springs is a premier roof replacement company servicing commercial and residential customers in central Arkansas. They specialize in insurance replacements for all roof types. Licensed, bonded, insured, and A+ rated with Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated customer service. Free inspection and estimates. Check us out on Facebook at Roof Tech of Heber Springs, LLC.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Truss will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Truss prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Truss at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today. Since 1954, F.L. Davis Ace has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers. Stop by one of our 6 Arkansas locations in Greers Ferry, Heber Springs, Sherwood, Pea Ridge, Fayetteville, or Centerton, and let us show you why we're more than just a hardware store. We have something for everyone, and you won't believe what we have to offer. Need a new mower? We've got you covered. Need it repaired? No problem. From custom paint matching to the best brands in grilling, F.L. Davis Ace has got it all. We're also home to the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories, furniture, home decor, gift items, and so much more. Come by and see us today, and let us show you why F.L. Davis Ace is not your typical hardware store.
At American Safeguard Insurance, our job is to make sure you understand exactly what you need so you're covered if your worst-case scenario becomes a reality. We offer a variety of coverage options, including personal and commercial insurance, so that your home and business are covered no matter what. Don't settle for less. Experience more savings, more coverage, and more service with American Safeguard Insurance.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1500 up to $13,000 off on select units.
So for all your new Ram, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep,
Make that beautiful drive to Heber Springs.
during the Make This the Summer event.
And don't forget, at Red River, we deliver. God bless.
We are back here in the Arkansas 8-man game of the week. Halftime just about over here at Fountain Lake. Mountain Pine leads at 16-6 here at Cobra Stadium. A lot of ground game on the works for Mountain Pine. Honest Delaney have been the big-time playmakers for the Red Devils tonight, along with sophomore Antonio Rookard. So big-time playmakers are stepping up for Mountain Pine tonight. Fountain Lake, on the other hand, still trying to figure out what they're going to do offensively after they lost their quarterback earlier this week due to injury, and the backup quarterback, I just learned.
Yes.
So, once again, Fountain Lake has just unfortunately been the victim of injury for the last several years now. Coach, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to say Mountain Pine has shown that their run game is going to be one to be a force to be reckoned with in 2023. Just getting out to that early 2-possession lead before Fountain Lake battled back and got a score of their own. Just to, you just got to get that weight off your shoulders. You got to get that first score of the season, and they did that. I expect the Cobras to turn it up here in this second half and cut into this deficit they have a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Mountain Pine has proven that, you lose some guys and you just plug them right back in.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt and Delaney have been the guys for Mountain Pine so far tonight. And we're looking forward to seeing what we got in the second half coming up here on the Arkansas 8-man game of the week. Some score updates from around the state in 8-man football that we've gotten back. Woodlawn at halftime leading Prairie View Academy in Louisiana 20-6. Down in South Arkansas, Genoa Central up on Spring Hill 6-0. And then up North Arkansas, I believe it was Marshall on top of Southwestern Christian Academy out of Little Rock, 30-7 at halftime. Could be wrong about that. And then over in northern Arkansas again, just to the east of Marshall, we've got an upset alert. Corning up 6-0. Last update we got on Izard County.
Your reigning state champions in sanctioned division and your favorites to win it all again, a repeat.
Yeah, that was a huge score. We checked out our friends up there at the Corning Sports Report, Andy Earls and company up there, big friends of the program here. Here we go. Let's start second half football here at Fountain Lake as they kick it off. Wow, deep kick, but it looks like no. Wait a minute. Yes, it didn't go out of bounds.
Oh, wow.
It did not go out of bounds.
Wow.
So Wyatt is hit at the 15-yard line. Talk about a lucky bounce there for Fountain Lake.
Man.
What a kick there for the Cobras, and it'll be 1st and 10 Mountain Pine at their own 10-yard line. Mountain Pine, they started out the game in a spread formation, and when it comes to 8-man, when you got 3 down linemen, quarterback by himself, and receiver spread out. But then that didn't work on the first drive. They went back to the T formation. In 8-man football, you can have a wing T,
right?
But in this case, they just line up in a simple T formation, or a flex bone formation, or a broken bone formation, as we're seeing here. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Wyatt right up the middle. It's going to take a host of Cobras to take him down. And he's dropped right at the 19-yard line. I'm sorry, they marked it down at the 15. I'm not paying no attention. That's a 5-yard gain for Wyatt. Slowly losing light up here where we're at in the press box. Can't really see the roster, but
these two play clocks are in interesting places. There's one over the field house over here, and there's one over here right above the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Like in a basketball game, like a shot clock.
Very unique, very unique. Ruckert has checked in at tailback for Mountain Pine. Here's the snap. They go to Delaney. Delaney off the right side, running up the middle. He's taken down. And I'm trying to find the tackler for Fountain Lake. I believe that was number 12 for the Cobra. No, 13. Devin Williams on the tackle for the Cobras there. Once again, if you're just joining us, it's a little hard to read Fountain Lake's jerseys from our vantage point. But a great tackle there for the Cobras as it brings up 3rd and 1 for Mountain Pine. Devils line up in the T with Delaney to the left. Delaney going to take a motion, and they're going to run a quarterback sneak with Wilburn, and Wilburn's got the first down. That's a little nifty play right there. A lot of quarterback sneaks, you just line up under center, and you just go with it. No movement in the backfield. Mountain Pine, they're adding a little motion to it, drawing the defense away, and they're just running it right down the middle. Love the play call. So it'll be 1st and 10, Mountain Pine, at the 26-yard line of the Red Devils. 1st and 10. Wyatt back in at fullback. Delaney to the left of Wyatt. Here's the snap. He pitches it to Wyatt. We got a flag on the far side. Wyatt is going to be brought down by a group of Cobras, but we do have a flag. And, Richard, I think this might be an offsides. I think he might have jumped offsides just a little too fast.
Right.
And I didn't see the call, did they? Oh, here we go. I'm a football guy, but I should know what that is, but I don't, unfortunately. I just know the penalty goes against Mountain Pine. So the Red Devils will be backed up now. I believe that was a man in motion, illegal man in motion was what that was. And it'll be 2nd down and 11 now for the Red Devils. The Red Devils are kind of gaining some yards, going back a little bit, but then going forward again. So start the second half. Wilburn under center. Snap. We got another flag on the play.
Well, that laundry has been thrown a lot tonight in this one so far.
Well, and, that's expected.
Right. This is game 1. This is the first game of the campaign, a new chapter being written in the history books this season for both these squads right here tonight.
And the penalty will be against Mountain Pine, a false start. So it'll be a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 16 now for the Red Devils. 16-6 is your score. Mountain Pine with the lead. 9:45 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's been a beautiful night for football here in Garland County.
You got to see some college football last night.
Sure did.
Over at Arkadelphia.
Oh. Got another flag and a delay of game, Richard.
Wow. Sure enough.
Still awaiting the call. Referee is trying to get back into the groove of things. And delay of game is the call against Mountain Pine. So Mountain Pine continuing to hurt themselves midway through the 3rd quarter. Sorry,
hey, if you'd have said second half, that would have worked too.
It would have.
That would have been fine.
I don't know why. My mind's stuck on 2nd quarter. I don't know why. So here we go. They're going to spread it out. Wilburn and everybody else in the gun. Wilburn rolls out to his right. He's got guys bearing down on him. He throws it away. Incomplete. Incomplete. And that's the dangers of 8-man football when you're running the spread. If you do any rollout stuff, you've got to be able to have a guy that can get outside and go. And Wilburn is that guy. He just had too many guys in his face there, Richard.
A lot of pressure applied there. Got to get rid of that ball.
Apply pressure, baby. So here we go. Oh, sorry, cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, I mean, just you're going to see pure athleticism. Don't take anything lightly in 8-man football. You're going to see a lot of pure athleticism out here. It's a lot of fun to watch these guys compete.
Here we go. Wilburn's going to keep it. He is met hard right at the 20-yard line. That is number 21 for Fountain Lake, Jaron Adams, the junior linebacker I've heard a lot about. And it's going to be 4th down for Mountain Pine, and number 5 of the Red Devils, Cale Slayton, the junior, coming in. He is the punter, so it looks like we are going to get a punt here from the Red Devils. Once again, upset alert right now happening in Izard County. Currently 6-0 Corning on top of the Cougars. Here's the snap. Slayton kicks it high deep. This is going to be a roll. No, gets a Fountain Lake bounce, but then bounces back to the south. And number 10, Chris Morgan of Mountain Pine, will be there to field it. And that will take us to the Fountain Lake side of the ball. We'll take a break real fast. Check out what Roof Tech's got going on here on the Arkansas Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge of Heber Springs. We'll be back in just a moment.
Roof Tech of Heber Springs is a premier roof replacement company servicing commercial and residential customers in central Arkansas. They specialize in insurance replacements for all roof types. Licensed, bonded, insured, and A+ rated with Better Business Bureau and 5-star rated customer service. Free inspection and estimates. Check us out on Facebook.
And we're back real quick, and there's Abram Davis on the carry all the way to the 49-yard line. Big carry for Davis. Snuck up on us there, Richard. I wasn't paying no attention right there. So anyway, 2nd down and 4 now for the Cobras as they get going here on their first drive of the second half. There it is. 8:08 to go here in the third quarter. Fountain Lake trying to climb back in this one, down by 10 with 8 minutes to go. It is 2nd and 4 for Fountain Lake. Abram Davis in the backfield. Puts a man in motion to the left. Here's the snap. Davis looking to his left. He's going to run straight forward. He's got the 1st down and more. Looks like Delaney there on the tackle. That's number 8 as well, Malachi Petty. And then number 15, Aiden Putman. Bring up 3rd and 1 now for the Cobras. Couple of turnovers in the first half. Haven't seen one yet here in the second half. Not yet, anyway. Could change shortly.
Yeah, as high octane as these guys play and how quick, we've already seen some takeaways already.
Davis in the backfield, 3rd and 1. Here he comes downhill. Runs straight forward. I don't know if he got it. Number 8, Malachi Petty there on the tackle first. He did not get it. 4th down for the Cobras. Number 8, Malachi Petty coming in there making the stop. The sophomore. That's a big sophomore. Holy cow.
Indeed.
Bring up 4th and 1, and I imagine Fountain Lake will probably go for this one.
Well, that ball is over midfield. You would expect to see that in 8-man football. Going for it on 4th.
Here they go. They load the left side. Davis in the gun. He gets the snap straight ahead. There goes Davis. He's got a 1st down, and he's down at the 44-yard line of Mount Pine, and the Cobras still alive on offense, slowly but surely.
We're approaching that midway point of this third quarter.
Remind everybody, we will be back next Friday once again, going live from Woodlawn, Arkansas, as the Bears take on the Mustangs of Midland. Midland got a really strong sophomore class coming up after going undefeated in junior high season, winning a conference championship for the first time in any football in Midland history.
Wow, I did not know that.
So here we go, different guy in the backfield now.
Oh,
he almost fumbled, gets it though. That's Alford running with it, and he gets a good gain of yardage after bobbling the snap.
That's the beautiful thing about football I noticed last week. Sometimes you can make something out of nothing in a split second. That looked, at first rather dismal, but he actually made something out of it, and here we are, 2nd down.
Yeah, big play there by Alford. He has become the second string guy in that running back position. So here we go, second down and 7 now second down and 6 for the Cobras. That's Alford in the backfield. Alford taking it to the left. He's got some speed. There goes Alford, and he's brought down right at the 36-yard line. And we've got some whistles blowing. We have a flag. I don't see a flag. The white hat and the side judge are huddled up over there close to the 41 on the far side. Oh, we do have a flag. I see it now. Hold is the call against Fountain Lake. Not what they wanted to happen there.
Not at all.
As Fountain Lake, Richard, Fountain Lake's pretty much become that type of team where they're just going to ground and pound on the ground pretty much all afternoon, and they haven't done much passing at all.
Right. Their opponent tonight is no stranger to that, as we've seen already.
They love Mountain Pine. That's all they've been doing as well, too. I think we've seen a total of maybe 5 passes tonight. So here we go. That's Alford in the backfield for the Cobras. Here's the snap. He fumbles it in the backfield, and he's brought down right around the back of that Cobra there at midfield. I think they're going to mark him down officially at the 45. He did have forward progress. But it's going to be a third and extremely long now for Fountain Lake. Because once again, they've pretty much, you got to think about it, Fountain Lake has pretty much spent the last 48 hours trying to figure out their game plan for tonight after losing both their quarterbacks.
Right, just trying to pick up the pieces and do the best they can. That's all you can ask out of a group.
Abram Davis in the gun. Here's the snap. Davis going to throw it. Oh, my goodness. We got a flag, and I think we've got a false start again. Yep, false start is the call on the Cobras. They were going to throw it, and I think they might have had a touchdown because that was number 18 going down the field. Charlie Higgins, the senior, he was streaking wide open. Well, not actually streaking, but he's running wide open down the field, I should say. So 4 minutes and counting to go here in the second quarter. Mountain Pine still leads at 16-6. Both teams, Richard, have really been going backwards in this third quarter with penalties and penalties.
Well, since the Fountain Lake touchdown, it's been rather chess match. Back and forth they've gone.
Here we go, Davis to the left side. Davis got a little bit of speed, but he's brought down. It looks like the 44-yard line. And we've got a Red Devil down, and that is not a good look. And we're going to take an official timeout here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, sponsored by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs. We'll be back here in just a moment here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. Let's check out what Roof Tech has to say. Let's check out where we're going to be at next week here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. Back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, that was Zion Wyatt that went down for Mountain Pine. Not an ideal person to see go down if you're a Red Devil fan. Looks like he might have gotten some cramps because it looks like that's what they're trying to do is work out that cramp on the sideline. So it looks like he's going to be okay, hopefully, for Mountain Pine. So Davis in the gun, 4th down and long for Fountain Lake. Here's the snap. He's looking to throw. Davis going to throw it deep, but he overthrows his man by maybe 2 or 3 yards. That was Charlie Higgins, the intended receiver. He had his man beat, but Davis threw it just a little too hard.
Right.
And Mountain Pine now has great field position to go get another touchdown here before the end of the third quarter.
And look to add to this double-digit advantage they currently possess.
If you're watching this, like to send in some scores. Well, actually, speaking of that, I have a new score update from Izard County. It is 14-0. Corning Bobcats up right now. 30 seconds in the first quarter. Reading fast. That's from my buddy Carson Bowser giving me the score update there up in northern Arkansas. Here we go. Here's the snap. That's Slayton. He's in the backfield going to run it. Slayton to the left side. He's down the left side of the field. He's going to take it to the house, Richard. Give him 6 because it's a touchdown. Mountain Pine. But, oh, my goodness, Richard.
Again.
For the
third time.
Third time tonight, we've got laundry on the field after a big play out of Mountain Pine.
Oh, my goodness. That hurts.
Another demoralizing penalty for Mountain Pine here, I would imagine.
3 touchdowns.
And it is a hold called on Mountain Pine,
Wow.
so that's going to back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
3 touchdowns erased off the scoreboard for the visitors.
Yeah, this game could potentially be over with. Had the penalties not been there tonight, Mountain Pine might be running away with it right now.
And you know, like we've already stated, it's something that'll get worked out. It's game 1 of the season, but the fact that it's happened 3 times, it just, to think about that, it kind of hurts. You know,
Exactly.
it stings.
You're right. So, again, number 5, Cale Slayton in the backfield now. The new wingback 2, number 12, Wes Manis, comes in motion. Lines up here on the near side. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Delaney. Delaney off the right edge. Delaney stiff arms a man, still going, and he's finally brought down at the 46-yard line. What a run. That's not Delaney. That's the sophomore, Antonio Rookard, the sophomore, showing some plays here in the third quarter. 3 minutes to go.
They have a dual threat. They are going to be so difficult. They are going to give defensive fits.
They really are, especially in that Sanctioned South division. A lot of people thought Mountain Pine may be done, but they are definitely not done.
No.
Slayton at quarterback still. Rookard to his left. Here's the snap. Slayton going to run to his left. Makes a cut. Slayton to the outside again. There goes Slayton off the left. He gets down to about the 20, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. And it looks like the 17-yard line. Big play again by Cale Slayton. And we have got a timeout called by the Fountain Lake Cobras as defensive coordinator Drew Smiley wants to talk it over. We're going to step aside real quick, check out our friends at the Indian Hills Golf Course and see what they have to say here on the Arkansas 8-man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in beautiful Fairfield Bay, Indian Hills is an 18-hole championship layout course with 4 sets of tees for players of all abilities to enjoy the natural surroundings. Tee times fill quickly, so call 501-884-6018 to book yours today.
Hey, it's Joey and Ryan here at Red River Dodge. You know, we're known for amazing deals, but this month it's going to be much better. Have you ever wanted to buy a Jeep Gladiator? Well, now's the time. Employee pricing rebates, 1.9% financing, and much more on select models.
Ram 1500 up to $13,000 off on select units.
Back here on the Arkansas 8-man Game of the Week, Slayton remaining in at quarterback, Rookard to his left. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Rookard up the middle, but he's met by the defensive line of Fountain Lake. Number 54, Kyle Pinkston, was there first for the Cobras. And he lost 2 yards. Lost 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 12 now for the Red Devils.
Got a little tailgate action over here to our right side. People parked up on the hill. That's actually,
it's a great view.
It's great. I love it up here.
It's awesome what Fountain Lake has done because 5 years ago, this wasn't here. It was just a hill.
Right.
Great to see what they've done. So here we go. We're back on. Wilburn going to hand it off to Wyatt right up the middle. He's going to get about 4 yards after he's met by number 17, Landon Gambler of the Cobras. And he gets back to that original line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd and 10 now for the Red Devils. Wilburn back in at quarterback with Wyatt as well. They're going to line up in the T formation that they've been so successful in tonight. Here's the snap. Wilburn hands it to Delaney. Delaney hitting the backfield. Who is that? Who is that? I'm trying to see him. It's number 21 of Fountain Lake, Jaron Adams, on the tackle in the backfield. And it's 4th down for the Red Devils.
He is fired up, and rightfully so.
That's a big play, especially in this type of ball game. You got to break on that penalty. When they had the touchdown, they get another big run after that, and then you stand them up there at the 20-yard line with now just under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 13 for the Red Devils.
42 ticks to be exact, and play clock rolling down below 10 seconds.
Oh, man, Richard, I just saw a funnel cake go off to our left. Oh, my goodness.
It smells great out here, too.
It does.
A lot of great smells of the food.
And a timeout going to be called by Mountain Pine. And tell you what, let's check out what Knapp Trust has to say here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge of Heber Springs.
When it comes to the integrity of your roof, it takes a knowledgeable team to ensure a truss has been properly installed with sturdy materials that will last. Family owned and operated with over 17 years experience, the team at Knapp Trust will provide customizable premium truss installation services at a fair price. Knapp Trust prides themselves on the final product they deliver, which will stand the test of time. For quality trusses built to last, contact Knapp Trust at 870-948-2105 to schedule your project estimate today.
And we're back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. It's 4th down and 13 for Mountain Pine. And Cale Slayton at quarterback now with Wyatt to his right. Doubles receivers now. Delaney going in motion to the right side. Here's the snap. Slayton pulls it down. He's got the middle of the field open. Slayton makes a man miss. Slayton's still going, and he's brought down at the 6-yard line. And he did not get it. He did not get it. It's Fountain Lake's ball.
Wow.
Big time stop for the Cobras. Woo. It looked like that Slayton had it, but no, sir. A great open field tackle, and it's 1st down for Fountain Lake. What a job by the defense.
And, Aaron, that could be the shot in the arm they need right there to move this ball right down the field and into the end zone.
You're exactly right.
We'll see what they can do here. They've got a lot of ground to make up, though, they're in a tough spot.
They do. 19 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, and I'd imagine Fountain Lake's going to try and hold on to it as long as they can. Mountain Pine fans not happy about the spot, but here we are. 1st and 10, Fountain Lake. Davis going to take it off to the right. There goes Davis. Has an opening. Davis down the sideline, and he's brought down at the 15-yard line. 10 seconds to go, and it looks like they're going to let it run out.
Yes, they will.
And they will. So that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. We've got a game here and in the mountains at Cobra Stadium at Allen Tillery Field. Your score right now 16-6. Mountain Pine leads it here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs. We'll be back with you in just a moment, but first, our ads.
Since 1954, F.L. Davis ACE has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers. Fayetteville, or Centerton, and let us show you why we're more than just a hardware store. We have something for everyone, and you won't believe what we have to offer. Need a new mower? We've got you covered. Need it repaired? No problem. From custom paint matching to the best brands in grilling, FL Davis Ace has got it all. We're also home to the Lake Boutique, featuring clothing, footwear, jewelry, accessories.
Academy at halftime. Subiaco Academy defeats Arkansas Christian Academy 82-0. An 82 burger by the Trojans, and then down in deep South Arkansas, Parker's Chapel up on Dermont 42-34. Back on the field, first, second down. Oh, it's a fumble in the backfield. We got a flag on the far side. It was 2nd and 1 for the Cobras. Like I said, we have a flag on the far sideline. Looking for the call.
Here it comes.
False start is the call against the Cobras, and once again, penalties. Just a big factor in tonight's game. That is the Fountain Lake Cobra drum line you're hearing in the background right in front of us. Doing a great job.
I always found it interesting that the band plays while the game goes on compared to basketball. No music, nothing.
It's crazy.
Baseball, softball, same. I mean, just every other sport you can think of.
So it's going to be 3rd and 8 here for Fountain Lake. Here's the snap. Davis off to the left side. He's got a wall of blockers. Davis down the sideline, and he gets the first down. First down, Fountain Lake. What a carry by Abram Davis, the senior. And Fountain Lake still in business, Richard.
And yes, again, we talked about them forcing the turnover here in the red zone. The Red Devils had it in the red zone, and they just weren't able to get it in for 6. And like I said, that could have been the shot in the arm that these homestanding Cobras needed. We'll see.
It did. So it'll be 1st and 10, Fountain Lake, from the 21-yard line of the Cobras. Davis in the backfield again. Jumbo set to the near side. It gets between his legs. Fumble. But Davis gets back on top of it. And once again.
That's a big, while that is a big loss, that is a big breath of relief, able to dive on that and save the possession. Salvage it, I should say.
It's still, I mean.
And again, you know, that's something that'll be worked out. They'll address that in practice. You know, it's just part of the game. These penalties, you know, any kind of mistakes that are made can be worked out throughout the course of the week before you gear up again for next Friday.
Looks like that's Alford going to line up in the backfield. Here's the snap. Alford running right up the middle, and he's met. That's big number 75, Joe Thomas. He's been in on a lot of tackles today for the Red Devils. He is a senior, so you want a senior especially making those type of tackles here in this game. So he doesn't get back to the line. He might have gotten back maybe a yard. It's going to bring up 3rd and 19 for the Cobras with just over 10 minutes to go in the football game. Again, if you got any score updates, go check it out. Here we go. 3rd and long. Here's the snap. Davis going to roll out to his right. Looks to throw deep. Oh! He throws it incomplete. Oh, my goodness, Richard.
No flags.
No flags called.
Wow.
And, oh, my goodness. Fountain Lake fans are not liking that one.
Yeah, there was no possible way the receiver was going to be being tripped up like that to catch that football.
Yeah, and I think the referee's explanation on that was that it wasn't catchable, but you know, we'll go with what the referee is saying. Coach Kenny Shelton letting him know about it here on the near sideline.
4th down.
4th and 19 for the Cobras in dangerous territory.
Trailing by 10. 2 possessions.
Davis lines up in the gun. It's a snap. Here's the punt. He kicks a high but short punt, and it's going to bounce back. Nope, now takes a backward roll, and they'll fall on it, cover it, And Mountain Pine will take over at the Fountain Lake 25, looking to put this game away with 9:31 to go. Let's check out FL Davis Ace Repair right here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge, Heber Springs.
Since 1954, FL Davis Ace has proudly served the Greers Ferry Lake area by providing the best hardware and home improvement needs to our customers.
And we're back real fast here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week. Here we go. 1st and 10. They hand it off to Delaney. Delaney's almost wrapped up in the backfield, makes a man miss. But then he's brought down once more at the line of scrimmage. That's Adams again on the tackle for Fountain Lake, and he has been a bright spot for this Cobra defense today, Richard.
Well, you want to talk about YAC, yards after contact. He has racked them up tonight.
Yeah, Delaney has proven tonight that he is the next man up for Mountain Pine, and he has shown it with, I think, two touchdowns tonight for the Red Devils. Going to bring up 2nd and 10 here for Mountain Pine. Close one, 16-6 ball game with just under 9 minutes to go in the football game. They line up in a full house pistol set. Here's the snap. Wilburn taking it to the left side. He's got to run, and he's going to get about 2 yards off to the left side. He was brought down by number 2, Braden Buss. And Wilburn kind of slow to get up after that run.
And these are two teams last year that just ran the scores up.
Yeah, they did.
Mountain Pine started the season 11-0. Outscored opponents by 459 to 156 tally. I mean, that's just incredible.
And it was Go ahead.
Go
ahead. I'll let you finish.
Fountain Lake, they had 5 Mercy Rule victories last season. They won 5 in a row and 7 of 8 before that title game lost to Mountain View.
Good, Lance. Here we go. Slayton makes a man miss. Spin moves. Still making guys miss. And oh my goodness, he's on top of the pile. Holy cow. Oh, no, he fumbled it. He fumbled it, Richard.
Wow.
He fumbled it, and Fountain Lake's got it.
Man.
Fountain Lake has the ball. Woo. That's number 81, Sammy Tillery, coming out of the huddle or the pile with the ball. Wow, that was crazy. That just switched from a big play by Mountain Pine, and then all of a sudden you just hear the cheers come back across the field to Fountain Lake as the Cobras now have the ball again with 7:50 to go here in the football game. They got to do something, though.
They do.
Too many penalties on offense.
They need a TD right here.
They got to have something quick.
Need to cut into this deficit for sure.
Davis in the gun. Here's the snap. It's a misdirection play. No, it's a pass downfield. Look at it, Richard. He dropped it.
Wow.
He dropped it. Oh, he dropped it. Higgins could not hold on to it.
Could not have drawn that one up any better.
Oh, my goodness. Then another big missed opportunity by Fountain Lake.
And he hauls that one in. He's gone. And we got a 4-point game. I mean, there's just no doubt he had nobody around him. He hauls that in. He's gone.
Yeah. I mean, Higgins might be gone. He might be scoring the touchdown as we speak. So here we go. Alford now in the gun. Here's the snap. He's going to take it to the right side. Alford's got a little more speed than Davis up the middle. We got a whole lot of laundry on the field.
Yes, we do. My goodness.
He's brought down.
Oh, we got
a tussle going on. Oh,
a little frustration there.
It's number 8, Malachi Petty, getting a little frustrated there for the Red Devils, as we had 4 flags thrown at one time, so something obviously was seen there by all 4 officials.
Yeah.
Personal foul, a face mask is called against the Red Devils. So Fountain Lake finally gets a break here.
Right. And Aaron, I mean, one of the biggest storylines of this game is those 3 touchdowns for Mountain Pine that have been erased off the scoreboard. I mean, this is still anybody's ball game. The Cobras are not out of this by any means with 7:36 left in regulation.
Yeah. Here we go. Davis back in the backfield. Jumbo to the right. Here's a snap. Davis off the right edge. And he is, big hit by Delaney coming downhill. But Davis still able to get about 3 to 4 yards on the carry. Once again, Fountain Lake pretty much becoming the Fountain Lake of old. If you're a big-time high school football fan and you are a big history buff when it comes to old football, Fountain Lake was one of those classic wing tee football teams that just grinded games out and won games big. 7-minute mark is here. Here's the snap. Alford to the left side. Finds a hole up the middle, and he is hit hard. That's Delaney, and then number 5, Cale Slayton for the Red Devils coming downhill making a play. Slayton has really met his mark tonight. He's looked really good coming in on offense especially. Been making a big play there on defense as well for Mountain Pine.
Yes, indeed. A lot of guys have just stepped up in big ways for both of these teams here in this season opener.
Davis off the right. He looks up the middle. Got a big hole. Davis almost gets through a tackle, but he's brought down to 49 by Delaney, but it's a first down. First down for the Cobras.
Moving the chains just like they need to. Time is winding down here. 6 minutes, though. They've
got to do something quick if they want to get back in this game. They still got to score 2 more times. Well, 2 times. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So here we go. 1st and 10 for Fountain Lake at the Mountain Pine 49-yard line. Davis telling his blockers where to go. Here's the snap. Davis rolls to his right. He's just going to throw it deep again, and it's incomplete. Intended receiver was number 4, Caden George. And that was good coverage there by Delaney going downfield. As that's pretty much been the go-to play for Fountain Lake when they need a big chunk of yards.
Right.
Second and 10 for Fountain Lake. At the Mountain Pine 49-yard line, Alford lines up in the backfield. Snap to Alford. He fumbles it a little bit, runs up the middle, running between blockers, but brought down by Big Joe Thomas once again. And no, that's not the Hall of Famer Joe Thomas from the Cleveland Browns.
Right.
Unfortunately. Trying to get some score updates here for you guys real fast. Oh, my goodness. Breaking news out of Izard County. Corning now up 36-0 on Izard County.
Bobcats rolling.
Fumbled by Adams. Did he get it back? I couldn't see if he got it back, Richard.
Believe he did.
It looks like he did, and they will retain it, and it'll be 4th down now for Fountain Lake.
And another minute has expired off of the game clock. 4:57 left.
And I'll be honest, with just under 5 minutes to go, if they don't get this 4th down here, dangerous times for Fountain Lake if they still want to win this ball game.
Right, and Mountain Pine looking for that final nail in the coffin. You're asking your defense stand up one more time here.
Wow, listen to that Mountain Pine crowd over there.
Right.
Here we go. Davis in the backfield, 4th and 11. Here's the snap. He's going to throw it back across, throws it up. Oh, a good throw, and it's caught! It's caught! It is caught by number 18, Charlie Higgins, and he gets redemption.
Wow. What a play there.
First down for the Cobras, and they're still in business.
Yes.
That's called fighting adversity, Richard.
Absolutely.
Here we go. 4:13 to go and counting. Mountain Pine still up 16-6. Davis in the backfield. Here's the snap. Mountain Pine bringing the house, but Davis still able to get about 4 yards on the carry. Davis has got to have about 1,000 carries on the night.
Right. Yeah, it's turned out to be a really great night here. Great crowd for both schools. We're just minutes away from the Spa City.
We really are, right down the road. Second final score coming in tonight. Woodlawn defeats Prairie View, Louisiana, 32-14. Davis up the middle. He gets a big gain, rumbling and stumbling down the middle of the field. He's brought down right around the 24-yard line, and it looks like Fountain Lake's going to call their first timeout of the second half.
Second
timeout. Yeah,
they got one left.
You are right. So one more timeout left for Fountain Lake, and that means we're going to take a break. Here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, check out our next podcast. It's coming out next Wednesday right here on the Arkansas 8-man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs.
Hey, it's Aaron here. Don't forget to tune in to the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every single Wednesday until state championship week. Myself and Steve Knox will talk about all of the big topics and scores from this week's games. We also discuss the big names of the week and also give our thoughts on rankings along with picking winners for the following week. It's the Arkansas 8-Man Football Podcast every Wednesday, powered by Scorebook Live Arkansas.
And we're back here on the Arkansas 8-man Game of the Week. 3:29 to go in the football game. Fountain Lake down 16-6, and it's 3rd and 1. Here goes Davis to the right side, looking for a block. Spin moves off the blocker. Davis still rolling down, and he's down at the 15-yard line. And Fountain Lake trying to score here.
Yeah, they are knocking on the door here.
Clock is continuing to run, though.
Yes, it is. Time is not on their side. They have to hurry to the line here.
And they are. Fountain Lake's going quick for the first time tonight. Snap to Davis. He's going to take it up the middle. Big carry for Davis again. He's going to get about 6 yards up the middle down to the 9-yard line. And Davis, you got to be thinking how much more has he got in the tank.
Right.
Because, my goodness, he has carried the load here tonight for the Cobras.
That he has.
Under 3 minutes, 2nd and 5. The snap, Davis again. Davis up the middle. He's going to get down to the 7-yard line, I believe. Going to bring up 3rd and 2, and Davis getting up slow.
It's been a dogfight.
It
has been a chess match since Fountain Lake scored their lone touchdown of the game. From then on, it has been just difficult to get chess pieces off the board.
There's been penalties, there have been turnovers, everything happening.
Yes.
So this is a different player. Alford now back in the backfield. Alford's got the speed. There goes Alford to the left side. Alford is met at the 5-yard line. Did he get the first down?
Oh, it's going to be close.
It's going to be really close. No, he did not get it.
No.
First down marker's right at the 5, and they're marking him on the 5.5. Wow, almost. They got to hurry. 1:53 to go. If they want to win it, they got to go now. Got to go. 1:42. 4th and 1. Here we go. This could be the ball game. Here's the snap. Alford running. Met in the backfield, but still running forward. Alford gets by some tacklers. He fumbled the ball, Richard.
Oh.
It's on top of it is on top of the pile.
Who is going to get it?
No way. The ball popped on top of the pile.
Mountain Pine's got it.
Mountain Pine recovers, and the defense for the Red Devils comes up big as we've got a couple of Red Devils on the ground now. Fountain Lake fans not happy about the call. And again, we do have a Red Devil on the ground. Looks like he is getting off the field, kind of. It is number 64, Jeremiah Petty, coming off the field for the Red Devils. But holy cow,
oh my goodness, what an ending this is coming down to here.
What a series of events here for both squads. It's easily a first down. Easily a first down there.
Yes.
By Alford. They just could not hold on to the football.
You got on a play like that, you've got to give it all you have. But it's so tough, the defense trying to poke that ball loose, trying to just get the turnover and seal the deal.
Now, as big as that turnover was, Fountain Lake has been able to create turnovers here on the last couple of Mountain Pine drives.
And Mountain Pine has had their fair share of mistakes. Again, go back to, I know I sound like a broken record, but it's just so important. 3 touchdowns taken off the board tonight.
It could easily be a 30-point ball game had those penalties not happened. But here we are. We're thankful it's not a 30-point ball game. This has been pretty entertaining on our first broadcast of the season.
6 seconds. They're just going to
what in the world?
Run it down or
call a timeout?
Yeah, there it is.
So we're going to take a timeout as well, probably our last one of the evening. Check out one of our sponsors here on the Arkansas 8-Man Football Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week.
Known as one of the best-kept secrets for championship golf in Arkansas, Indian Hills Golf Resort is known for its tree-lined fairways, deep bunkers, small sloped greens, and the Indian Rock Cave off number 18 fairway. Located in
Back here on the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, Mountain Pine leads at 16-6 with 1:23 to go in the football game. Mountain Pine first and 10, but they're backed up in their own end zone. Red Devils line up in that T formation. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Wyatt. Wyatt breaks it open. There goes Wyatt. Zach Wyatt down the field. He's trying to be caught. Are they going to catch him? To the 40, the 30, and he will be caught at the 23-yard line. Zach Wyatt with a huge carry for the Red Devils all the way down to the 24-yard line of Fountain Lake. What a tackle there. I believe that was Jaron Adams on the takedown for the Cobras, but once again, similar, again, that's a big play, but it wasn't a touchdown, and it wasn't called back. So, again.
Right, but great field position here for Mountain Pine. And the clock's rolling down to under a minute. They're going to take their time snapping this ball.
We are officially under a minute to go.
13 on the play clock, and they're just trying to wind this clock down and leave here with a W.
Jonah Wilbur under center. They're going to hand it off to Wyatt. The 21. And Fountain Lake will call their final timeout of the game.
And Mountain Pine has one remaining now, or they are down to their final one, I should say.
16-6 ball game, 40 seconds to go. Let's check out some scores here. Spring Hill has made a comeback on a 99-yard fumble return said by Judy Barentine Watson from Spring Hill, and the Bears now lead Genoa Central 14-6 down there in southwestern Arkansas. We head back up to North Arkansas, and Mountain View putting the hurt on the Brinkley Tigers 44-14 in the fourth quarter right now.
Mountain View, you're defending state champions
in
the unsanctioned division. I'm telling you, that says a lot about that program as well as Izard County, even though they are, losing by a big margin at the moment. It says a lot about both teams, their personnel, what they bring back to be considered favorites once again.
Yep.
And it's so difficult to repeat. It is one of the toughest things to do in all sports.
It is. Here we go, 2nd and 8 for the Red Devils. And Wilburn will just take a knee. We'll continue to run it out, and that is going to be the final play of the ball game, it looks like.
Yes.
As the Red Devils coming off the field.
And you can see them. They're celebrating over there. On your screen, you can see them. Red Devils will roll to 1-0 on the campaign. And it was scoring.
None. No touchdowns in the
game sometimes.
Yep. Could have been 2, but they were taken back. A crazy opening game to start our broadcast, and that is officially it. Mountain Pine takes the rain-out rematch from a year ago, as they are now 2-0 against Fountain Lake as they get ready to go back to 11-men next year. For both teams, Mountain Pine will be playing 3A ball next year, while Fountain Lake will probably be put back into 4A. But nonetheless, great start to the season for Mountain Pine. Fountain Lake definitely has to go back to the drawing board now that they are down to almost 0 quarterbacks in their pocket. So going to be interesting to see how Fountain Lake responds after the injuries. Fountain Lake is after trying to football. Richard, thanks for being here, my man.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here. I've seen, like I told you before, I've seen some 8-man football a 2 or 3 years ago. Got to call some action there for Rosebud on Lake Area Sports, and glad to be back out here. I always enjoy seeing this style being played under the bright Friday night lights here, just a few miles away from the Spa City of Hot Springs here tonight.
Beautiful night for football here in Cobra Stadium. My name's Aaron Weatherford. Thank you all for tuning in with us tonight. Again, we will be back next week on the road at Woodlawn High School as the Woodlawn Bears, after getting a big win tonight in Louisiana. Arkansas won over Louisiana. That's always great. We'll be back next week as they host the Midland Mustangs. Still looking for a final score over there. They took on Cedar Ridge tonight in their opening game of the season. We'll be back again next Friday night, going live at 6:45 here on the same YouTube channel at the Arkansas 8-Man Game of the Week, brought to you by Red River Dodge in Heber Springs. Thank you all for listening and tuning in tonight.